6:05 right now, taking a look at the coronavirus pandemic and the numbers here in Georgia. Deaths continue to trend upward while the number of new infections are on the decline. The Department of Public Health reporting 40 new deaths yesterday. This comes after 2 days of more than 90 new deaths. The current 14-day average stands at about 66 deaths per day. On Saturday, the state's death toll topped 5,000 since the pandemic began. Again, those are Georgia numbers. The state reporting more than 1,700 new infections yesterday. That is well under the current 14-day average of more than 2,600 new cases a day. You can see the new cases behind me in orange there. Right at the very end, health officials say the demand for testing has also decreased.